each with a unique story from the ancient past. And inside one, our closest written connection to Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. Welcome to the ancient land of Israel, the biblical land of milk and honey, at the crossroads of Africa, Asia, and Europe, an archaeologist's paradise. Thousands of years ago, this land was the cradle for religious traditions that helped shape Western civilization, a world we would know little about were it not for artifacts like this. This simple jar holds secrets. Notice the tiny impression, belonging to the king, in ancient Hebrew with a royal seal. This object transports us back nearly 3,000 years to the time of the legendary First Temple built by King Solomon. This was ancient Israel's golden age. Within centuries, Babylonians would overrun the land, burying jars like this under layers of destruction. But remarkably, the people, their history, and biblical Israel would persist and even thrive. Now, we stand beneath Jerusalem's famous Western Wall, built by King Herod and his successors when Jerusalem and the Temple became a focal point for pilgrimage. This limestone jar, elaborately carved out of a single chunk of stone, may have held water used by worshippers at the Temple Mount 2,000 years ago. A jar from the very place the New Testament tells us Jesus walked to reach the temple. Today, the Western Wall is nearly all that remains of this once proud shrine, destroyed by Romans in 70 CE. Behold the Dead Sea in the Judean desert, nearly 1,400 feet below sea level, the lowest point on Earth. It's here that one of the greatest archaeological discoveries occurred. The year was 1947. A young Bedouin goat herder, chasing a stray, threw a rock into a cave near the Dead Sea. The sound of shattering pottery echoed back. Inside, he found parchment scrolls with ancient Hebrew writing, more valuable than any treasure he could have imagined. Finding ancient writing is truly miraculous. Most parchment and paper disintegrate over time, but here, in the dry caves at Earth's lowest point, these scrolls survived for 2 millennia. This discovery led to finding over 900 scrolls in nearby caves, all hidden as Romans destroyed Jerusalem. We call this vast library the Dead Sea Scrolls. Among these was the oldest known copy of the Ten Commandments, predating existing versions by over 1,000 years. This find offers unprecedented insight into the foundational texts of Judaism and Christianity, while also shedding light on the shared scriptural heritage that extends to Islam. Today, we use cutting-edge technology to unlock these ancient text secrets. Multispectral imaging reveals previously invisible text, while DNA analysis of the parchment provides clues about the scroll's origins. It all began here, inside Cave 1, along the Dead Sea shores, where the oldest surviving Hebrew Bible texts emerged from centuries in hiding, with the simple shattering of a clay jar. Like this one. Welcome to Dead Sea Scrolls, the exhibition.
Oh my God, the boat is
The Jesus boat.
same boat?
Yeah.
Really?
Dating back to the 1st century.
I'm going to take a picture and read it later. This is the original or this is a replica?
By two local fishermen in 1986 in the Sea of Galilee during a severe drought. And this boat is in Jerusalem, in a museum that will stay in Jerusalem. A good part of the boat was saved. It took 11 years to excavate it. When it was found in 1986, it was wrapped in styrofoam to preserve it. So a good part of that is saved. Now this is not original anything. This is what is called a replica of a boat that was during the time of Jesus. Local fishermen would have used this. That is called the Jesus boat because it's representative of what local fishermen would have used during the time of Jesus. So it's about almost 28 feet long and 8 feet wide. It would hold 12 to 15 people. So think of Jesus and 12 disciples in a boat this size. So this is a replica. The boats during that time were made of local and imported wood. This is a sample of what would have been during that time of Jesus. And as you go through the exhibition, from this point on, you'll see original artifacts. Everything's original. Starting at the timeline, present day 270, well CE, but BC. Related to family life, every aspect of family life, over 200 artifacts, original artifacts. Feel free to take